I've been using the Mi AirDots Pro for 2 days now, and I really don't like them that much. Hey, my name is Mitchell. If you're new to my channel, I make videos about the tech I use. Before we begin, I'd like to thank everyone that supports me by using my affiliate links down below. It goes a long way to supporting my channel. Also, if you haven't seen my questions answered video about the Mi AirDots Pro, I had my Telegram community go ahead and submit over 50 questions that they wanted answered about the AirDots Pro, and I have a link to that video right up here answering all of those questions. Okay, let's hop into the video. Now, in today's video, I just wanted to focus purely on the user experience that I've been having with the AirDots Pro after 2 days. I'm not going to talk about specs. I'm not going to talk about necessarily certain features. I just want to focus on the user experience. Now, the first thing that struck me when I got these was, wow, this case is big. And compared to other truly wireless headphones that I have, this case is quite big. Needless to say, there is some added functionality with the case in regards to the fact that it's a smart case of sorts, where when you open up the case lid, they turn on and begin pairing with your device. Also, when you go ahead and plug these in via USB-C, they will have some type of quick charge feature with them. And overall, there's a little bit of added functionality to the case, and the case feels nice, and it certainly feels more premium than the normal Mi AirDots, but it's not housing a very large battery, and I'll get to battery life in a minute. And so the added functionality that I'm getting from having such a large case is really just the smart pairing feature. Now, this wouldn't be such a big deal if it wasn't for the fact that I've never been in the position where I feel like my truly wireless Bluetooth headphones aren't pairing fast enough. And needless to say, it's really only ever a momentary kind of pause from when I take them out and put them in my ears. And normally by the time I have them in my ears and I'm going to select what I want to listen to on my phone, they're already paired anyway. So having them preemptively pair to my phone before I've taken my phone out to choose the music just seems like an extra feature that I'm never going to use, because myself and most people would put the headphones in first and then choose your music. That's only really makes sense if you're listening to podcasts so that you can hear it, from the beginning. So having that as a feature on these, to me, hasn't made a difference. Next is the actual size of these in your ear. They look ridiculous. I mean, they truly look ridiculous. My girlfriend's commented on it. I've noticed that walking down the street here in Vietnam, people certainly look at me in a different way, I guess you could say, than when I have normal headphones in, just because these are not subtle at all. And because they're big and kind of heavy, they don't stay in my ears very well. That's not to say that they necessarily fall out of my ears, but they never feel like I have a secure fit with a good seal and noise kind of isolation. On the subject of that, even though I have the biggest tips in these, I don't feel like I'm getting enough of a seal in regards to sound. I'll try putting the ear gels from my normal AirDots in, but I've gone through all the ear gels that came with these, and I can't get them to feel like they're fully kind of inserted in my ears. And part of that has to do with the angle and the construction of them. And I get a much better fit and a much better seal with my AirDots and with the QCY-T1 Pros. And honestly, when I was recently just filming some B-roll on the street with the AirPods stay in my ear just as well, and there's no ear gel. Talking about being on the street, I want to talk about the active noise cancellation, because this is something that Xiaomi has touted. I don't know if I maybe have a defective unit, which I don't think I do, because I've tried isolating them like in a quiet room to see, you know, if you can hear that kind of noise isolation background hiss. And it's really mild. I can't tell when these are actively canceling noise when I'm walking on the street. And to be honest with you, it seems a little bit like a gimmick. Next up, I would like to talk about the controls. Now, the controls are extremely responsive. They are great. I would say that the responsiveness of the controls is as good, if not better, than kind of the current reigning champion for controls, being the QCY T1 Pros. They're really responsive, but I hate the control layout. There's no way to get around. The idea that they took away some different control features so that a long hold on them could turn on or off the active noise cancellation, to me, it just seems like a waste. I don't understand why they would not allow the active noise cancellation to be more of a secondary feature or something that I could activate on the case. Really, I would like to be able to fast forward or rewind songs, because the frustrating thing about these headphones is that they sound really, really, really good. It doesn't matter what audio codec they're connected to my device, they sound really, really good. And the sound quality of them is honestly really, really surprising. And it's really frustrating because so much of the user experience with these is kind of mediocre. Next, I want to talk about battery life. Now, when I got these, I put them on the charger, I charged them fully. That was less than 48 hours ago. And today, when I was on my walk back to work, the case died and I noticed that my headphones were getting low on battery. At the end of the day, you have a bulky case with big headphones and they're not delivering an exceptional battery performance, or they're not giving you an exceptional noise cancellation performance. And to be completely honest, it kind of cheapens the experience, because the thing that no one understands, and I'm going to do a separate video about this, the thing that no one understands about truly wireless headphones is that the specs on paper, they don't really tell you jack shit. A lot of the experience of using truly wireless headphones is purely that. It's the experience. And for nearly $100, I'm not getting an elevated enough of a user experience to justify the price point. This isn't a full review. This has just been my experience using them. And I wanted to go ahead and share that experience with my community. Now, without giving a final judgment, I want to tell you guys that these headphones might be one of the most difficult tech products that I've had to review in a long time. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. This isn't the full review. This has just been my experience after the first 48 hours. I'm gonna try and get this video up ASAP and then get my next video to go ahead and post over the weekend, because I have a paid photo video gig. And until next time, guys, thanks for all the support. I really appreciate everyone in my Telegram community. And if I'm not super responsive on the Telegram community today, or for this weekend, I should say, it's because I'm busy doing a paid photo video gig. Okay, till next time, guys. It's been Mitchell coming to you from Hanoi.